this video, I show you how to hook up your workflows to either a lead capture form or a public proposal in Dubsado 2.0 and 3.0. It's time to hook up your workflows, which is very exciting. So most of the time, workflows are triggered by lead capture forms. So let me show you that first, and I'm in Dubsado 3.0. So if you go to forms, go to the lead capture form that you want to trigger your workflow. If the lead capture form triggers just one workflow, you will go into settings and choose the default workflow to hook up. So I have a photography inquiry one attached, but if I just delete it, it's just a drop down. So super simple. But if you have a lead capture form where you are using the workflow selector element, which is this one right here, and you have a drop down of different services you're interested in, and you're going to trigger different workflows based on what they select, you go into that, make sure it's required, and then select the workflow based on. So if they're choosing headshots, we're going to do this workflow. If they're choosing wedding, we're going to do this other workflow. If you want to add a new option, type the option, and then choose the workflow to apply for that option and just hit add. Okay. So super simple, and then you would just hit save. I'm not going to do that because I actually don't want to have this in there at all. And then the other possibility is that you have a public proposal. So I'm just going to discard those changes. So if we have a public proposal, you're going to go there, go into settings, and then we're going to toggle this over for a public proposal, and then you would choose your workflow to apply. Okay, so there are your public proposal options. So that's how you're going to hook up your workflows in Dubsado 3.0. If you're using Dubsado 2.0, similarly, you will go to your lead capture form potentially to hook up your workflows. If your lead capture form only triggers one workflow, like anytime someone fills it out, it just triggers one inquiry workflow, you're going to go to settings and choose the default workflow to apply. If you have a workflow selector, you don't want this to be there. You actually want to have that element in there, the workflow element, where you're asking what service they're interested in. You can rephrase the question if you'd like, but say they choose headshots, you're going to do this inquiry workflow. If they choose wedding, you have like a different wedding workflow. If you have a different option for a different workflow, you can do that. You can also have like this could go to that same workflow. A lot of the time, like someone will have a specific wedding workflow, but then they'll have like the same workflow for different sessions or something like that. So basically, if you need to do more than one workflow, you're going to use a workflow selector and then just make sure that's toggled on. So that's how most of the time it's set up. If you have a public proposal, though, you would go into that proposal, you would go to the settings and toggle on this public proposal options, and then you would select the workflow to apply from your public proposal from there. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure you hit subscribe and check the link below to join my newsletter for more Dubsado and automation tips and tricks. I would love to hear what you want to see next. Feel free to shoot me an email at hello@kimvargo.com or just comment below with your questions, and I'll be sure to include it in one of my next videos.